Crikey, mate, she's a beaut.
Hello, welcome to part 2 of my Overgrowth video series. In the last episode, I had a subscriber ask if I could compare the characters in terms of jumping and power and stuff, and that got quite a few thumbs up, so I thought I'd go ahead and do that. Now, as you can see, I've just got the characters doing a standing jump. I thought that was one of the most fairest ways to compare it, and you can probably tell they all seem to have very similar jumps, or if not identical. I don't know if that's planned on changing later, but it is slightly disappointing at this stage. This is like round 2 of the testing, and I thought I would give them a long jump, and they once again seem to perform pretty much identically. Not saying it's bad or anything. It probably makes more sense in terms of being able to have different characters play on the same level. But yeah, I had a theory that the bigger characters were a bit slower and a bit, maybe not quite as nimble. So this is like the third test I put them through, and it was like a scaling test just to see if one of the species had slightly better abilities of scrambling up the wall once they hit it, but they all seem to perform the same. So I think the only differences we're going to find is mainly in the attack power and health, because even the speed seemed pretty much the same. But all this could change. It's still in its alpha phases, so it's definitely not representative of the final product. So I think I'll ask my friend here, Assassin's Creed Bunny, did you notice any differences? Well, there you go, straight from the rabbit's mouth. Okay, for this next stage of testing, I thought we could just do some standing still punches, or kicks, whatever it does. Because what I've noticed is, depending on what momentum you've got, and how the enemy lands on the ground, it really affects how much damage is taken. Sometimes you can punch an enemy once, and if they hit their head on a rock when they fall, they can die. Other times you can hit them like a dozen times like this, and they'll just stand there and keep taking it until you finally land a death blow. Momentum definitely affects it. Okay, so now we'll demonstrate the wolf's strength, and fuck me, that is a lot. He's just slightly OP. Now that was so good, I'm going to have to do that again in slow motion. I've got to say, I'm in love with these ragdoll effects, and I love the slow motion that you can use. If you press tab, it goes into this super slow motion. It looks so awesome. I don't know why, I just love seeing the pain get inflicted on a bunny in super slow motion. I'm going to do my Teen Wolf victory dance. If you've never seen that movie, don't worry, you're not missing out. Alright, okay, I think we'll test the cat next. So the cat and the rabbit, they seem to have the same attacks and same power. So I thought I'd just test a sweep kick, because at least you can control the consistency on that. If you hold down shift, you can guarantee it's always a sweep kick. Whereas with the other attacks, they will change and vary, like between a punch or a forward kick and a roundhouse kick, depending on whether you're close or far from the enemy, or whether you're moving or standing still. So I thought the holding down shift and doing sweep kick would be the most consistent way to test the actual strength of the character. So we're going to do a cat. We'll do the cat's sweep kick, which is the same as the rabbit's anyway, and then we'll compare it to the wolf's. Now what you won't see in this test is the enemy blocking, because I'm doing one-on-one split screen. It's meant to be for 2-player fighting, but I've just left player 2 obviously not controlled, just because I thought it looked really cool having 2 different camera angles during the attack. And now I'll show you guys how much more powerful the wolf sweep kick is. It's pretty much a one-shot kill. Look at that, how much momentum he imparted onto that enemy's body. He sent him into a full 360 ragdoll. It's pretty crazy. When this guy kicks it, you stay kicked. One of the attacks that's really cool is the jumping kick. I think it's called a cannonball kick. But when you do that, you've got to be careful. If you mistime it, you can actually end up killing your own character. Now, I didn't kill myself here, but I want to show you what happens. If you mistime it, you end up launching yourself into the ground really fast. Now, I'm lucky that I sort of rolled up into a ball there, because I think it took some of the impact out of it. But I've actually killed my main character before just from attacking an enemy, because when I sort of landed awkward onto my neck and snapped it or something. So you've got to be careful to time your attacks well, otherwise it can go pear-shaped and you can end up hurting yourself. Now I think I'll wrap it up for this episode, And I just want you guys to leave some comments, let me know what you want to see in the next episode. I was thinking of showing some of the better levels that are created from other users. But yeah, let me know what you want to see. I'll probably finish this video with a little bit of a montage of some throwing weapons. I hope you enjoyed. I'll catch you guys later.